Hope is an incredibly strong emotion or feeling. Things in our life can be incredibly dire. The challenges we face can seem insurmountable, but if we have hope, we can get through it. And all of us actually this last year have had an experience of hope. In March 2020, if you remember, Boris Johnson appeared on our TVs and he said, "You must stay inside because of coronavirus." And for me, that brought up feelings of panic and anxiety. And those feelings of panic and anxiety just bubbled up and over and over as more and more images of packed ICUs and people dying flooded my television screen. But what kept me and what kept the country going throughout the peak, really, of the pandemic, it was the hope that the NHS would fight COVID on our behalf and win. It was the hope that very intelligent people in this country and in other countries would develop vaccines that would protect us from COVID too. You see, it is hope that kept us and keeps us going. And I want to suggest to you, as you watch this video, that Christianity offers a hope that is beyond compare. It is a hope that is both absolute and certain. The hope that Christians have is found in Revelation 21, verses 3-4. And it's that one day Jesus will return, he will wipe away every tear, there'll be no more suffering, and God will dwell with us in the new heaven and the new earth. You see, Jesus has taken the death we deserved when he died on the cross, and we will one day live with God, the fount of all joy and love and peace forever. That is the hope that Christianity offers. But how can we be sure that this hope isn't just make-believe? How can we be sure that it's going to happen? Is this hope nothing more than hoping that it doesn't rain in the afternoon, or hoping that England will win the Euros? Is this hope nothing more than a baseless preference that we'll all be in heaven one day? I want to say no to that, because the hope that we will not die and that we will one day be face to face with Jesus is based on the resurrection of Jesus. It is based on a historical event that took place 2,000 years ago. That when Jesus died on the cross, he was buried, but then he rose again 3 days later. And when Jesus rose again, when he resurrected from the dead, he defeated death. And that is what ensures that one day we will be in heaven with him. You see, without the resurrection, we have no hope. But with it, we do have hope. So it's important for Christians that the resurrection is true. And thankfully, the biblical writers were very aware of that. In 1 Corinthians 15, verses 3-7, Paul mentions that the resurrected Jesus, this wasn't something that was just imagined up by the disciples. Jesus appeared to Peter, he appeared to the disciples, and then he appeared to 500 people at the same time. To have 500 eyewitnesses to the resurrected Jesus from several different backgrounds, I'm sure, strongly suggests that the resurrection is more than myth or legend or make-believe. And throughout the Bible, actually, we read about how many people from many different backgrounds and many different circumstances all encountered the resurrected Jesus. Now, I'm only scratching the surface here. I'm not going to be able to convince you, if you're a hardened skeptic, that Jesus rose again from the dead in this short video. So what I'd recommend is one of two books if you'd like to read further. The first is The Case for the Resurrection by Lee Strobel, and the second is N.T. Wright's The Resurrection of the Son of God. Both of those books really helpfully lay out the evidence for the resurrection of Jesus. I believe that the resurrection is true and it happened, and that is the foundation for the hope that I have in Jesus, the hope that Christians have in Jesus. It is a hope that is better than any other hope this world can offer. And when you have this hope, let me tell you, you are given real joy because you're set free from sin and death. You are given real peace because nothing can separate you from the love of God. And no matter how dire the situation or insurmountable the challenge you're facing in life is, to know that one day you'll be face to face with Jesus in a world without pain or suffering, that is a hope that can carry you through anything life will throw at you. It is my hope that this certain hope will carry you through life, that it will transform you and help you hold on as you face life's highs and life's lows. Thank you Have a great rest of the week.